Hey y'all, so I just wanted to do a quick little video, just let y'all know what's going on. Thank y'all for coming back to my channel. This is just like a video of like what I'm going through in my flight training. It was so crazy. I have so much footage, and please forgive me for my lack of consistency, but I'm going to get that up, get that consistency up, so you can see all my videos. I have so many videos from flight training, just hanging out, just going out. So stay tuned for my channel to see all that stuff, everything. Right now, I'm supposed to be getting ready to go to do flight training, but it got canceled because of the winds. So I'm just gonna chill at the crib and edit videos, and also send it out because there's a lot of videos, so I can't edit all of them. So I have hooked up with somebody on a platform to help me edit my videos. So some of them are gonna be edited by me, and then some are gonna be edited by her. I'm just trying out. So let me know in the comments what y'all think of the videos, if y'all can tell the difference. But anyway, this video is gonna be about my pre-flight with my CFI Nick. This is kind of like my first video, or one of my first videos, so it's not going to be in order, but you're going to get all the information that you need just so you can follow, and you can probably learn some stuff. Disclaimer, these are not videos for people to use for flight training or any means like that. This is only entertainment purposes, but you could get some insight from stuff that I show. So this one is just going to be the pre-flight. You're going to see me going around a plane. We're going to go turn on the electronics first to make sure all the lights and everything is working. You know, we're gonna put on that master switch. We're gonna put on all the lights. We're gonna put on that pitot heat. We're gonna hop out real quick because the alternator is not running, so we don't want to drain the battery. And come around, make sure the lights is working functional, and then we're gonna do the pre-flight. We're gonna run through the pre-flight, not quickly. Everything, we're gonna check everything out. The gas is the first thing we should check out. So just in case we need gas, we got time to call a guy over to put the gas in. And then after that, we have just everything else. Going through the flaps, going through to make sure nothing's loose, checking everything from the tail to the rudder to everything, checking the vents. You know, we're going to check the oil and everything like that. So you're going to see all that in these videos as I break it down. So yeah, come back with me, chill with me. Again, excuse me for my appearance, but this is just me relaxing on my Sunday. I work a lot, so on my Sunday, today's Saturday, my bad. But this is just me chilling. I got my little setup here. I got my simulator, which you probably can't see, but I'll show you a little bit. But it's a little bit messy. You have all my papers with all my training stuff. So you have everything here. So again, check out my page. I'm gonna bring y'all more content on just everything: music, real estate, flight training, and just me being about hanging out and building that money up. So my goal is to build the money up so I can get a house to have all my family with me, my 2 daughters and possible son. But but that's a long story. But anyway, check me out, check out my page, and thank you. Have a good one, y'all.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna check the fuel and the oil.
Okay.
Now, if we look inside here at the fuel, right? Look inside there, you see how you got a little silver tab.
Yeah, I can pick it up.
That little silver tab is what we call the filler neck indicator. We usually just call it the tab. That indicates 17 gallons.
Okay.
So we want to make sure we have enough fuel. So looking inside here, you see how it's just barely touching that silver tab?
Yes.
That means we have 17 gallons on this side.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and check the other side, make sure we still got fuel. This side's probably gonna be a little bit lower. But honestly, with 17 gallons, that's already should be
enough.
plenty. So if we have anything in here, we're gonna be good. Okay, kind of anything. So if we're trying to do the quick math real quick, we always want to try and be conservative, right?
Okay.
17 gallons on that side, maybe like 12, 13 gallons on this side-ish. Call it 13 just to make it a nice even number.
Okay.
That gives us what? So that's still 30 gallons though.
Okay.
Fuel and the oil are usually the first thing that I do. Now we're gonna pull this out, this dipstick. We want to see it be between 6 and 8. So if you look right there, you see that little oil shading right above the 6. Next thing we're going to want to do is the electronics. We can hop on up in here. Your electronics are going to be right up here. You got your battery master right here. You have all of your lights, then you have your pitot heat right down here. Those are going to be the 3 things we're going to turn on. Battery master, all of our lights are going to come on. Pitot heat right down here, we turn that on.
Okay.
Now we can hop off. Now whenever we're checking our electronics, we want to be relatively quick.
Right, because you don't want to.
Because you're burning through the battery and you don't have the alternator. This is our strobe, or our anti-collision lights. Nav lights right here. These are your landing lights. I want to check out stall warning arms. This little silver tab right here. As we lift this up, you can hear there's a buzzing on the inside of the cockpit. You hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Perfect. We're also going to check our pitot heat. We have this right here. It's called our pitot mast. We're going to go ahead and give it a little tap. You don't want to grab onto it because it's going to be hot. We want to make sure that pitot heat's working.
On this plane, we have a fin strobe. Some of them don't have that. 89 Victor does have a fin strobe. We have a fin strobe right there. Looks good.
Turn off the lights. Pitot heat comes on. Battery master.
Gotcha.
After we do that, we're going to deploy the flaps. So just watch your legs. Going to raise that lever up, deploy the flaps down, and hop back out.
So you do the, remember you told me the 3 clicks is going
3 clicks,
up or down?
that's down.
Down, so 3 clicks.
So you're going to pull the lever up. But whenever you pull that lever up, each one of those clicks is the flaps lowering.
And I don't hold on to the only when I'm going down,
the silver button is the release.
Okay.
So if you push the silver button down, that allows you to raise the flaps back up.
Okay.
Which I know it doesn't make any sense because I'm putting the lever down, but you're raising the flaps up, but you're putting the lever down.
Okay. Yes, yeah.
You want to see that it doesn't come up.
Okay.
You want to see that it's locked into place. You can also move it downward a little bit just to make sure that it has a little bit of give.
Okay.
And there's also this little thing right here, this little hinge. You can move it just to make sure that it's not stuck or that it's not broken in any way. That hinge is pretty important because it keeps essentially the flaps on. I'll be honest, I don't know why we need movement. At the end of the day, the hinge should still work. But anyway, bolts right here, you want to make sure that all the bolts are in. And it's going to have a little bit of movement too, just like the one with the flaps though. Out here, we're going to check what's called our wing spar. We're going to give the wing a little bit of a shake. You don't need to force it at all. Just a little tiny nudge is really all you need. You're listening out for metallic creaking or cracking noises.
Okay.
Check the leading edge of the wing up here. You want to make sure there's no dents or bird feathers or blood or anything like that, any indications of a bird strike. Stall strips, what they're going to do is they allow the wing to stall closer to the root of the wing as opposed to outside. Because outside we have our ailerons, right?
Okay.
So if we're going to have a stall, we'd much rather have it closer towards the center than out there.
Okay.
Because if we stall out there, you're going to lose control of the aircraft.
Okay.
So that's what that helps with. Down here, you come over here. You got the tire right here. You want to make sure that the tire doesn't have any bald spots or tread showing. You want to make sure that the brake disc looks like it's in good repair. The brake housing looks good. If you really want to get super close, you can actually inspect the brake pads. You don't want to see any fluid pooling around the tires. If you see any pinkish or reddish fluid, that's probably hydraulic fluid.
Okay.
That's probably a leak right there on the hydraulic line. You don't want that. Checking out our prop. You want to feel the edge of this. You want to make sure there's no prop strike here.
Okay.
You also want to check the leading edge of the wing. You want to make sure that the leading edge of the wing doesn't have any nicks or cracks. Not going to be any structural damage to the prop itself. Same thing over here. We're checking the leading edge. Interior of the cowling. You want to make sure there's no bird's nests in there, nothing that's blocking the flow of air over the top of the engine.
Okay.
You have air intake right here. You also have an air intake right here. You want to make sure both of those are clear.
Okay.
Checking our elevator. We're going to go ahead and move this up and down. You only want to touch the elevator either over here or right here. You never want to touch it on the trim tab because the trim tab is very fragile. So we're just going to move it up and down. You want to see that the trim tab moves with the elevator.
Okay.
Now really the last thing we're going to check is the rudder. You want to give the rudder just a little tiny nudge. This is fragile just like the ailerons. You don't want to overdo it. Give it a little nudge, it should move. So if you try to move it and it doesn't move, that's good.
Okay.
What it is, it's attached to the nose wheel on the front.